What's up YouTube? Welcome to this Westworld episode review. So last week's episode was a bit of a kind of, I would say, a non-event, just for the fact that there was no action, there was no excitement, but we had story progression. So this episode, if you know, if you're a subscriber to my channel, you've watched my previous Westworld videos, and you know that I am a Westworld Man in Black is William truther. Now, I actually am thinking, I was watching the episode. If you follow me on Twitter, you can follow me up on Superhero Hype YT, which is for YouTube. So you'll see that I was like, hold on a minute, they've stopped the Man in Black theory. They've pretty much ruined it. But then throughout the episode, we had a kind of, is it true, is it not true? It's like, we had bits where Dolores was like, let's go back to the beginning, and it shows everything in the past. And it's quite interesting that all this is happening. So we had William and his friend, or his his colleague here, actually kind of want to go forward and explore this maze. They know that Dolores, she is not what she seems. She's seeing everything. She's not supposed to pick up on certain cues, kind of like authentic cues from the guests, which is very odd, because, so let's assume this is supposed to be 30 years in the past, these scenes. So this has been going on for 30 odd years, okay? So we find out that the park is, well, the park isn't in the best financial shape and they want it to be bought. So what's happening there? You'd think that, okay, in modern times, or modern times for this show, the park isn't doing that well, the board are obviously so kind of strict, etc. So, what is going on? Now, my theory here is that back in the past, William and Logan, they stopped the park, or caused the park to not be sold due to their actions, and Ford in the past has punished Dolores and everyone involved with this storyline, all the, I would say, the actual hosts, the ones that were involved with the storyline and the ones that were involved or were encountered by William and Ford, who were actually going to on their way to what they're doing, on their way to try and get more information and have the park be sold. Now, there is a fork in the theory here that you can actually do. You could actually realise that, well, if William is who he is, what if? So if William is Man in Black, let's switch this theory on its head. Let's take a look at the fact that, what if the park was sold? What if William bought the park, and this is why the Man in Black can do what the hell he wants? Because he's an employee, he's an executive vice president or even higher of the company that owns this park, and that's why he's rolling around. That's why Ford comes and meets him. This is why everyone's saying this man can have what he wants. So that's pretty crazy as well. So there's two theories here. The fact that, what if the park was sold and what if it wasn't? Now, I know in the earlier part of this video just now I said that the park wasn't sold, but let's look at it again. What if the park was sold and Ford in his remit was able to actually just punish these people that caused the park and help these people on their path to looking at the park being sold? So that's pretty crazy. So I'm going to go with the theory here that what happened was William and Logan were able to have the park be purchased, and then what happened was Ford punished them, and now he's finally worked out a way to punish the real people, punish the guests with this maze, and he's hinting towards them, and all this is just come to a head because they haven't technically taken the part from him. So this is absolute madness, but this is all if you believe the timeline theory. So if you don't believe that, then none of this is going to happen, perhaps. Or none of it's all going to happen and I'm completely wrong and this is all on video on the internet for me to be disproved. So I know this is a bit of a rambling video, but to summarise it, I think that's what's going to happen. I think that the timeline theory is correct and it's going to be involved with the purchasing of Westworld. Now, we've had confirmation that this is set in the 21st century, apparently, which is, I find a bit strange. So, believe that what you will. Now, we've also got the mystery of the satellite uplink. So, who's doing that? Now, I haven't really got a theory for that yet, but really, if the timeline theory isn't correct, then I would predict that it is William and perhaps Logan, or one of these people, one of these companies' executives, or someone who's come to the park and put that in the characters so they can download all the information. So, that's it for that video. I know it was kind of a weird review, but I really did enjoy this episode. I thought it was a lot more action and fun. I thought the nudity, do we really need all that nudity in there? I don't know. I'm not a prude, but I'm just like, do we need that? But I guess if you're going to the park to kill everything, well, obviously you're going to want to fuck everything as well. So I guess it kind of goes hand in hand. One thing as well to take away is that the Man in Black said that he's opened up one of these hosts and they were just a million little pieces. But now they've got that kind of synthetic milk thing that goes through them and got blood and whatever, and we can see inside them. They're a lot more organic. So the key to this is if William opens one up and it's all got the little robotic bits, then this timeline is true. So that's it. Please do drop a like. Please do subscribe. And I want you to comment below, what do you think? I'll see you soon and goodbye.